Welcome to Monday, June 29th, 2020. Well, this Day Weather podcast is going to be talking about the big contrast in the weather across the region. We're going to certainly end the month of June on a cool note for everybody by tomorrow, and as we work our way into the first day of July on Wednesday. But it's really all about a big contrast as we have an unseasonably strong trough of low pressure coming in from the Pacific Northwest. The system yesterday got in a little bit earlier than expected, making it very windy in western parts and central parts of Wyoming. Also, shower and thunderstorm activity developed over the region yesterday and last night and this morning in western and northern Wyoming, when we have a huge contrast. This is something we saw earlier this month. This is about the third or fourth time in the month of June we've seen this, where we have a giant contrast in temperature from one side of the divide to the other. So we'll show you that here in a minute. Now, temperatures over all areas will be cooler by Tuesday and into the first day of July, Wednesday. However, I think there's good news. Warmer temperatures coming Thursday through the 4th of July weekend. I think the 4th of July weekend right now looking about as it normally should weather-wise. But a lot of contrast today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, depending on what side of the divide you're on. And it's all because of this. Look at this low. Now, we're almost in July, folks, and we've got another high-pressure ridge up in the Gulf of Alaska, and this is a deep trough for this time of year penetrating into the Rockies. There will probably be snow falling in the high mountains of western Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana today and tonight. Southerly wind flow ahead of this system, though, is going to make the eastern side of the divide hot today. So we've got hot conditions east of the divide, cold conditions west of the divide, and in between, guess what you have? A lot of wind. Strong south to southwest winds, again, will be found along the I-80 corridor of Wyoming and Utah as this low slowly migrates through. This is just a really strong system for this late in the season, but this is how June has gone. We've had a lot of these in June come through, bringing heat ahead of them, much colder air coming in behind them. Precipitation-wise, over the next 3 to 4 days, Montana and Idaho and northwestern Wyoming and parts of the Wasatch Front, the big winners here in the rainfall. Really good news right here to get the rain. They really need it. But of course, central Wyoming missing out on the rain again, just spotty shower and thunderstorm activity. Same over eastern Colorado and western Kansas. The system is taking its best moisture to the north and east of those areas. This is what temperatures look like today relative to average. Look at this. Look how cold. Look at all the purple from eastern Oregon to Nevada to Utah to western areas of Wyoming and up into Montana. These are 20 to 30 degrees below average. That is cold. Now, conversely, if you're in the front range of Colorado or Wyoming, east of the divide, look how warm it is. So you've got areas in North Dakota 20 degrees above average, west of the divide 23 degrees below average. So you can see that dividing line between the cold and the warm. There's literally no in between. Now, as we get into Wednesday, the low lifts northeastward a bit up toward central Canada, but we still have a flow of air coming in from the Pacific, and this is going to bring cooler air into this region here by midweek. So these are temperatures by Tuesday. By Tuesday, we cool off, but the core of the cold remains over Idaho and northern areas of Utah. However, by Friday, high pressure starts to gain strength. Southwest winds aloft, clockwise flow around the high, brings warm air from the desert states back into the region, and the low pressure system has now since gone up into here and is gone. So we will by Wednesday still be cooler than average for the first day of July. This is for Wednesday. Temperatures near normal in eastern Colorado, but the cold is still locked up here. However, by Sunday, the end of the 4th of July weekend, high pressure remains, southwest flow remains, and temperatures warm up. So this is where we are by Friday and into the weekend. Temperatures across the Rockies begin to warm up and we get back to normal temperatures, if not slightly above average. Thanks for tuning into the Day Weather Podcast. Talk to you on Tuesday.